Rebellions are built on hope.
And welcome to another episode of Radio Rebellion, a Star Wars podcast. I am your host, Alberto Calderon, and joining me today is our friend Oti. Oti, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Alberto, and you?
I'm doing wonderful. Again, another great Star Wars Saturday, this close to saying this is the first episode of Radio Gotham or Gotham Rebellion out there, because we've both seen the Batman. Blew our minds. You're gonna rush through today because you're heading back to the theater as soon as we're done. So, yeah, I think that covers it. So, yeah, real quick, Batman. I know this is Star Wars, but it's all fandom. We are fans of everything out there. Your quick thoughts, non-spoilers on the Batman. And
I love it when they say like Marvel fans versus Star Wars fans, and it's like. It's the same fan.
It's the same thing.
It's DC fans. It's the same thing. The Batman. I love that movie. Can't wait to see it again. Yeah, it was great. I'm a long time Batman comic book fan. He's my favorite fictional character. So I was very happy through those 3 hours.
Yeah, I've read a few reviews or just posts on Twitter and nothing negative about it. Just some people saying, "No, it's a bit too long towards the end. They could have cut here and there." And I'm watching the movie. I wouldn't cut a single frame from this movie. I love everything about it.
I've identified the things I would have cut out, but they're like some of my favorite scenes in the movie. So
yeah,
leave it as is. Like honestly, leave it.
Yeah, don't worry. So yeah, great movie. I want to see it again. We were talking a little bit before. Man, that theme, that Batman theme, it's like Vader on the Imperial March every time it comes up. Plus, everything is red and black, so it kind of gives you that Imperial Sith feeling.
And Batman has that like Vader presence, like this very tall dude in armor. Like people standing next to him always go like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that first scene when he comes out and we see him the first time, it's like, oh, this is going to be something different. So
yeah it's in the trailer, guys. Like,
nothing. Who are you? And then. From it goes on and everything. We'll do a full show on it one day. All right, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk Star Wars. But first, if you're watching us live, thanks for being here. As always, make sure that you like this video and that you subscribe for our channel. We're slowly growing. We're around 137 subscribers. I said it last week or the week before. As soon as we reach 150, we'll go ahead and set up another watch along of a movie, a TV episode. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And if you're listening to this later on the replay or audio podcast, make sure to leave us a comment what you think about all the Star Wars news we're going to be talking about today, or the Batman. Just leave us your comment about the Batman. There's always those. What if Batman faced off against a Jedi or something? Who would win? Well, let us know who you think. I mean, they always say, if Batman can prepare. No, it's...
But Batman would probably find the leveler and win.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Are you saying Martian Bro is the Batman?
He's gonna call Martian Bro like, I need you.
Yeah, I got some extra money. You can help. All right, that's all right. Let's keep going. So before we start, let's go ahead because we're proud to be part of the Amidala initiative to support Equality Texas. I mean, if you're following the news, everything out there, things in Texas, Florida, a lot of places, but we're focusing on Texas right now. There's a bill or a law going around against transgender youth out there, and a friend of ours on Twitter, Ben McDonough, went ahead and created this initiative, the Amidala Initiative, in favor of Equality Texas to help our transgender children out there. Both of us are happy on each other's podcast to support this, and we're part of, I think, 77 podcasts out there doing everything that we can. So, guys, support, but you can donate to it. There's a link down in the bottom of this video in the description. You can donate, spread the word, retweet it, let other people know. Whatever you can do, everything is positive. So, we're here to help. we always say Star Wars is for everyone, and we can look away when things like this happen. And living in Florida, unfortunately, there's a lot of similar laws, and it wouldn't surprise me if we're down this path in a couple of months or whatever. So, yeah.
It's kind of, Texas always sets the path, and Florida just like runs.
Yeah, everyone says, "Oh, we can do that. Okay, let's just go full on." We had that "Don't Say Gay" bill that they don't want teachers to teach to even to say anything that has to do with LGBT community, anyone that might be gay, lesbian, transgender. If someone opens up to the teacher and says something, they want the teacher to report them to the kids, even if it's not a safe environment. So it is bad out there in a lot of places, but whatever we can do to help support and make the world a better place for everyone out there, especially the marginalized community, we'll do our part. So again, the link is down at the bottom of the description. Just click on it and it'll take you to their website. You can go from there or go on Twitter, follow the Amidala Initiative, and there's a lot of information there. Another link to the GoFundMe, and you get the information there. So that's it. All right. So before we start, Oti, who's out there in the chat that we can say hi to?
Oh, I'm in charge of the chat. Okay,
You still have control of it?
Oh,
No?
awesome. We have
There you
Dale
go.
and Norhal as always.
Hey, Dale and Noor. How are you guys doing? Noor was here last week for a great Rogue One solo trivia. She had a great performance there. Unfortunately, it came a little bit short because Bugs just ran away with it. A great display. The Dark Horse came in and just took everyone by surprise.
I had a ton of fun doing the trivia.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Those are some of my favorites. They're not official. I don't count them as official podcast episodes, but there's some of the most fun I have. The watch-alongs. We're just having fun, just talking, whatever. And the video has done great. Has almost as many views as our previous trivia that was 4 months ago, like 2 months ago. So, guys, if you haven't watched it, go back. Last week episode, our trivia, and then we're setting up. I think I already have the competitors for the original trilogy trivia, and that's gonna be some heavy hitters might be there. So we'll see. All right. So with that said, if you guys are ready, and Norhal knows it was fun.
Yeah.
If you guys are ready, I'm not ready. Let's talk Star Wars and Star Wars news.
Star Wars news.
Star Wars news, and the first news comes from the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, better known as the Halcyon. It finally opened. It was mentioned, I don't know how many years ago, that Star Wars was making a hotel first, then this interactive experience. We've watched the videos, we've read the reviews, at least I have, because I gave Oti little short notice on our topics today. But Oti, before we start a little bit deeper into it, when you heard first, oh, Star Wars is doing a hotel, and then this Galactic Starcruiser, before we knew the prices and all that, what were some of your thoughts?
If I'm not mistaken, I think they announced this with the trilogy.
Oh, wow.
I think, of course, it wasn't like this. Oh, it's gonna be Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty sure they said like, "Hey, we're gonna have a park. We're gonna have a hotel." So, because I remember all the fan maps of what Lucasfilm was gonna be. So, ever since I heard it, I knew I wanted to go to the park. But knowing Disney, I knew the hotel was gonna be something else. Both, how it's designed, how it's made, but also monetarily. I knew it was gonna be like, because even like the cheap hotels in Disney World are not cheap at all. Like,
we'll talk about that. Some of the things. I'm gonna take control of the chat real quick. Just highlight, because you mentioned
thoughts.
Yeah, they all said, I don't have the income to go on the Galactic Starcruiser. I've been saving up forever for this year. I have a lot of things going on. I'm not trading Star Wars Celebration for a visit to a cruise, and that's a great point. A lot of people want to go to Celebration, which, at least for myself, all the way on the West Coast. A lot of money, flights, hotel, just going in there if you want to buy stuff. So we gotta be a little stingy sometimes with our income. So I understand 100% what Dell is saying.
Star Wars is expensive, man.
It is, man. That galaxy far, far away. That's why there's so many bandits and smugglers and stuff out there, and Nile taking credits. It's expensive to live in the galaxy far, far away, even when it's fake and we're over here. So I remember this being announced. I know you say maybe it was when the movies were announced. I remember this, and maybe it was at the same time when Galaxy's Edge was announced. kind of the same time. We're doing a Star Wars hotel, plus we're doing the park at Disney. And I was so excited because that was, I want to say 2018 or something, 2017, at least in my head, when I said, okay, this is about 2 years away. Building a hotel takes a few years, like 5 years, or probably it was before then. But my idea was, okay, my 40th birthday is coming in 2020. So that's going to be it. My only gift is give me 2 days just to spend in this Star Wars hotel and go to Galaxy's Edge, at that point, Star Wars Land. That was it. And I was so excited. And then they said, well, actually, it's not a hotel. It's this Galactic Starcruiser, kind of like a cruise, this immersive experience. And then they said, and you're going to be there for 2 days or 2 nights, and you can go out. And a lot of people kind of freaked at that. Well, what do you mean we can go? At that point, I was like, dude, this is like a cruise. If you're on a cruise, you don't go out. Yeah, there's ports of call or whatever, but you're inside this ship. So I kind of thought about it the same way. But now it opened, at least to the media out there. Some people went last week. I think now it's open to the public, whoever booked it. Our friend Candace from Geeky Waffle was there, I think, on Sunday of last week or whatever, some point last week. Spent, I think, 4 or 5 hours. She said, I haven't spoken to her, see any of her thoughts. She posted something. It kind of made me change my mind a little bit. She was on the bridge and just kind of saying, oh, this brings me back to my childhood and all those memories. So, okay, that's kind of great for people that, like myself, might have a little bit of hesitation. But right, so it's open. A bunch of videos out there, a bunch of reviews. Oti, you said you haven't read any reviews, but you've seen some of the videos, or at least some of the pictures that people are posting. And has it changed your mind about what it looks like? Are you interested? If you have the opportunity to go, would you be interested, or are you still kind of, this might not be for me?
Yeah, so, okay. Let me divide this into different parts. I haven't seen reviews because I don't want to get spoiled. In the sense of, like, when I went to Galaxy's Edge, yes, I had a ton of fun. There were a ton of surprises, but I had seen a lot of things. Like, I had seen part of the rides. I had seen, and I wish I would have gone in, like, knowing literally nothing. So I'm, like, avoiding, like, very specific things on the hotel because I know I'll go before I die at some point. Right? Maybe it'll be in 4 years. Maybe it'll be in 24 years. Who knows? So I just, since I'm going to, like, eventually put up the money for it, I want to be, like, excited to, like, live this for the first time, not have seen it through a video. That said, I did see, like, a couple clips here and there. And yeah, again, it's going to be a long-term thing. I'm not going to be there. I said 4 years. Probably I'm not going to be there in 5 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because the price tag is so high. Like, for going to that, I'll probably just go to Barcelona. Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now. Because it's what, $4,000?
I think that's how it starts for 2 people or something. I know a lot. If you have a family of 4 like myself, it's between like 5,000 and 6,000, something like that. And also, go ahead.
2 days in one hotel. Like, you really, really have to, like, balance it out and make that choice.
Yeah, I might say a lot of things, negative things here, but let's start by saying I saw, like, I see 2 or 3 videos. Most of them were like, one was 10 minutes, one was a 40-minute video. I kind of just skipped through parts of it and read about 2 or 3 reviews. And more or less, they kind of said the same thing. And I already lost my train. Oh, sorry. Even if I say a few negative things about it, nothing against the cast, nothing against the crew. Everyone that works there looks to be extremely excited, extremely knowledgeable of what they're doing. I know when the first kind of promo videos, and those didn't help, the first promo videos weren't the best. It looked a little bit cheap, strange, a little bit plasticky. The lighting was weird. But everything I've seen and heard, once it's there, it's completely the opposite. It looks professional. All the cast looks great. The few aliens that they had looked okay. I wish they had more. I kind of read there's only one droid kind of walking around, which kind of, really? You're here for 2 days, there's only one droid. But whatever. But my thing is, like you said, for a family of four like myself, I'm gonna shell out $6,000. So I'll say I've been privileged enough. I went on a Disney cruise about 5 years ago. One of the best experiences we've had as a family. Not $6,000, and I went with my mother-in-law, so that's five people. I want to say it was around 4,000 or something, which is a lot of money. But it was about 3 nights. We went to the Bahamas, then to the Disney Island. There's a pool if you don't want to stay in your room. There's a movie theater. I saw Solo there like 3 times. That's where I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp for the first time. I think I saw it twice. Free popcorn. No, the popcorn wasn't free, but the movie is free. There's activities, basketball. There's a lot of things that you can do if you don't want to do some of the activities there. If you don't want to go to the port of call, go down to Bahamas, you can stay at the hotel and do a bunch of stuff. So my issues now with the Galactic Starcruiser that I didn't have before when I said, yeah, this is just like a cruise, is that from what I've seen, if you're not invested 100% in everything that they're doing, you're not going to have that much fun. Because you don't have to do all the other things you can do while you're on a hotel on vacation. There's not a pool that you can go to. There's not, oh, I gotta get groceries because my kids don't eat the food that's in the hotel. So I gotta go to the nearest pharmacy to get something. There's nothing. So you're stuck there. So my main thing is for a family, for my family at least, it's not worth it because they're not over Star Wars fans like myself. So if I'm there, yeah, I'm gonna be doing everything. My wife probably does one or two things. My kids are gonna get tired. They might do one thing, and then I don't want to do this. And then sometimes they just want to stay in the hotel or inside the room all day watching Disney Channel, which is fine if you're on vacation and you're just staying in a hotel to sleep. But if you're spending $6,000 and you're not doing everything that's out there, I think it's a waste. And I think that's one of the mistakes.
You better go to a lightsaber dojo.
Yeah. But
so, yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't want to spoil the videos because you want to be there.
I mean, just talk about it. It's fine.
So the Star Wars, the lightsaber training looks.
Okay.
I don't know. That's one of the things I wasn't too impressed by. Because you're there. Oh, this is the remote. There's a little light that tells you where it's gonna go. You move your lightsaber, and 2 seconds later, you deflect it. There's some people behind with a shield blocking something. I don't know what they're supposed to be doing. I think it's just because they're waiting just to have them do something. I know there's not going to be a training remote flying as you're doing lightsaber training, but for a beam of light to come and you block it, 5 seconds later, move here, kind of the cheap, not cheap, but some of the video games from 2010 that you did Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, like, I have the lightsaber from the Jedi Challenges, which is the 3D thing. That seems better, more interactive than the way that they're doing it.
Okay.
But with that said, if they call me, I'll go. I'll do it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't want to be like a hypocrite here. If Lucasfilm was like, "Hey, you want to?" Yes, I'll.
Yeah, I'll be a shield. I don't mind. I'll be a Disney shield and go.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it's the whole price tag thing. I'm not convinced that it's worth it. Like that's like. If I don't know what price tag like it would like fit well, but I also like think about paying $4,000 and having to deal with people in character 24/7.
Yeah,
and
sometimes you just want to walk. And
I love Star Wars. I wish I could be like in Star Wars. But I just think about it like 24/7 for, I mean, not 24/7, 24/2 because it's
yeah.
Like it has to like at some point get like
Yeah. So that's the thing. I have different ideas because when this was announced as a Star Wars hotel, I was extremely excited because again, you just said these Star Wars hotels, the specific hotels or whatever they call them, they're great. There's extremely expensive, like the Animal Kingdom Lodge. You can look out the balcony. There's freaking giraffes out there. Yes, those are very expensive. Haven't done those. I want to. But we went once to one of the cheaper ones, like $200 a night, still not cheap, but you can fit 4 people there, for the Arts of Animation, which is the best hotel I've ever been. As soon as you walked in, everything is concept art of all the animated movies. There's Lion King concept
Really?
art, Finding Nemo, and it's just wall to ceiling. I mean, floor to ceiling, just beautiful concept art. The rooms are specifically designed. We were in the Finding Nemo part of the hotel. Great. As soon as you walk out, there's like 3 different pools. All the characters are there in terms of ceramics. The Lion King part just looks like freaking Pride Rock. Extremely immersive in that kind of scenario. There's movies at the end of the day in the little grassy area. So I was, yeah, give me that in Star Wars. I'll pay that $200 and then take a bus to go to Galaxy's Edge. Sign me up. And then you can get a bunch of families and just keep it going, because this starts, it's 2 days. So it's not like, oh, let's check in today at 5 and then tomorrow at 8, the next group comes. Has to run the full course before more people can come in. So it kind of limits how many people can do it, which I guess is also why the price tag might be so high.
Also, yeah.
But I would have loved if it was just a regular hotel theme like Star Wars and have a couple of characters, because even in the Disney cruise, sometimes there were stormtroopers walking by and like, there's stormtroopers. Let me run by, try to catch them. And then, of course, there's someone kind of stopping you. But just seeing something like that, I think would have been better to have more people come, because we said if you're not invested 100% in this, I think you're, apart from a lot of money, is a little bit waste of time, I think.
Yeah.
I got 2 more things with this before we move. No, just things that were, like I said, I thought it was going to be just a regular Disney hotel kind of thing with Star Wars, but what I've heard that's pretty good is all the interaction there, and how interactive it is. Like you said, yeah, you have characters just kind of not nagging you, but they're there, so you feel like Star Wars, which is something that I didn't feel too much at Galaxy's Edge. I think we have a little bit different views on it, because I felt like I was at a Disney park while I was at Galaxy's Edge. Mostly because, okay, I gotta go try to build a lightsaber. If I don't build it, I gotta go do that droid, and then I gotta buy a lightsaber, and then I'm walking with these bags. There's people coming from Toy Story lands with their goofy hats and all that, which I get it, but it didn't feel like Star Wars.
I did my lightsaber and I had to run to the car, leave it in the car, and come back. Like, yeah, I get it. But thing is, I think my experience at Galaxy's Edge, it's so influenced by the lightsaber thing, because that specific part is so immersive. Like the actor doing the presentation, it's I get that guy in a movie. Like he was in it. He was living the whole experience. So yeah, and I don't know, man. You're in a park, but there were like these little details. Like I think I told you, like the guy who saw my Marky and Rose shirt, and he was like, "Oh, the Eye of the Storm, interesting little tale." I'm like, oh. Yeah. So in that sense, I think it's like the best it'll ever be.
Okay. Again, I went during the summer, 90 degrees. COVID was still running pretty bad out there, so it was kind of weird. So everyone was behind the little fence. So I did saw Vi Moradi for the Phasma novels. I was able to have a little conversation with her. She kind of, I'm not a spy. What are you talking about? The stormtroopers saw me. I didn't see Kylo, but the stormtroopers that come out of his shuttle were there. Kind of mentioned something about my droid. Of course, that was great. But after about having those bags, having to go out, find a locker room, locker storage, we're in there, run back. I got lost going back in freaking Toy Story land because I walked into something. I didn't follow the map. And then after about 2 or 3 hours, I was there for about 4 hours. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm bouncing. So my time there was great, but it didn't feel as interactive as I thought. And we get that with Galactic Starcruiser, because I thought we were going to get that with Galaxy's Edge, and we didn't. But after seeing all these videos and seeing people say that, well, sometimes there's so much stuff to do that the big finale kind of cut into their final dinner. They're trying to just carve their dinner because the finale is starting. So they jam-pack so much stuff that you don't have enough time. So I was thinking, so it would work better for me. Again, everyone that's going, great. If you enjoy it, great. It's just from the outside, what I think would have maybe worked better to get more people in. Price will be a lot cheaper, and you can still do a lot of those same experiences. Do kind of like they do with escape rooms and medieval times out here in Orlando. You go there in the morning, you're there for about 3 or 4 hours. You still basically going to the Star Cruiser, the same big lounge that they have, and then you decide: do you want to do the Resistance side? You want to do the First Order? And then whichever you pick, you get to do like 4 experiences. You do the lightsaber, you see the Twilight singing, you help steal the coaxium and do all those stuff. Or if you take the First Order, you look for spies, you do all this stuff, and kind of move you along. And then you have more people coming through. And let's say you pay $100 for this, and then if you want to go to Galaxy's Edge, pay another $75 or whatever. And then you went once, did the Resistance one, you can go again, do the Sith one or the First Order. Or if you just want to pick and choose, I just want to do like 3 things. I just want to redo the lightsaber one. Okay, pay $30 or whatever. And kind of keeps it moving. And more people can kind of keep going. Because I think they have so much stuff that it's difficult to do everything that they want, plus have some downtime as a vacation. Because this isn't a vacation, a full-on experience out there. So I don't know. Those are just my thoughts.
Yeah. Dale is asking, are there like any competitive experiences like Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser? And he adds, I've seen theme parks for 200 a night, but nothing like this. No immersive role-playing experience. And I'm not sure of any other experience like this. I think it's kind of like they probably have like medieval experiences or something.
So what I've seen from the people that worked on Disney Park, and when they ask them a lot, what about the price? They say there's nothing like this in terms of the interconnected experience, the interactive experience. I said there's nothing like this. This is the first thing out there. And then I saw someone post, I guess I forgot about this. And they posted something, but I don't remember what it is. So I think it is, in terms of a hotel or whatever, I think there's nothing like it, at least not here in the States. But that doesn't make it, because I saw the people, they should have done like they do, I guess, in the Hogwarts one, Universal, because they connect the 2 parks. I don't know if you kind of take that train or something. Yeah. Instead of just being on this dark van with some screens that takes you from the Star Cruiser to Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, they have a shuttle from...
Yeah, so there's a shuttle. It's like a van all tinted and whatever. It has screens and everything. So it seems like you're in space going down to Batuu and all that.
You can't see like the outside. Oh my God. I have like terrible motion sickness.
Oh.
No, I'm definitely not going.
You're just walking there. I mean, I've heard people also say that they have claustrophobia, and they didn't feel that in the cruiser or just going down to Batuu. So maybe the way that they have designed it, it's fine. And they also have like an atmospheric something that they say just to get you used to the atmosphere at Batuu, which is just a balcony. So if you need to kind of go out and breathe fresh air, so you're not cooped up there.
I mean, the hotel is like I think it's next to the park, like next to Rise of. I think it's like right next to Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know. Something cool that I also saw is that now it makes sense why you have to steal the coaxium when you're going the Millennium Falcon ride. You need to steal the coaxium. It makes sense. Then it ties to the story on the Star Cruiser.
That's cool.
So at least that's that. But another thing that then you say, really? I guess someone was saying, they give you a task on the Star Cruiser that you need to find someone on Olga's Cantina, and they have to give you a rock or something. And when you go and you find them, I say, yeah, here's the rock. Yeah, it's a rock. They don't give you anything. So you found the guy, he gave you the rock, but you don't take anything with you. It's kind of, you find it. Tell them that you did. It's like, really couldn't just give some crystals or something? There's some things that went beyond, and on others they kind of faltered. I heard one of these longer videos. You've done the Millennium Falcon, right? This Smuggler's Run.
Yeah.
You're the pilot or the engineer, and hit a button here when it flashes. So in the Galactic Starcruiser, when you're on the bridge, you have all the big screens, it's kind of the same thing, just kind of extended. So you have to hit buttons when the light flashes. So it's kind of the same thing, but kind of extended. So it doesn't feel like something new.
But actually, that's like one of the parts I'm most excited for, like the bridge, like
Yeah,
being in a Star Wars bridge, seeing a battle go on, like that's kind of cool.
So I wish, and I know they couldn't because Oscar Isaac just went last week after the park opened. But the video that they show with him saying, "Oh, this feels like being back in the movies. The sets, there's no seams." That was a better promotional video than the previous 5 that they done.
I actually saw his video.
Yeah, it's a 1-minute video, and he's so excited to be back in Star Wars. Oh yeah, and with the lightsaber.
That must be wrong because he hated Star Wars. He said he wouldn't come back. No,
that was a deep fake, right? That was a deep fake of him.
Yeah. I have one additional complaint, and this is a Puerto Rican word, so I don't want to sound like a Guaynabicho because I'm from Guaynabo, and the rooms do not look nice. Like they don't look like the bunk beds. They look like not comfortable at all. I could be wrong. Maybe they're like these state of the art Tempur-Pedic beds. I don't know, which I don't find so comfortable. But I don't know. Like they don't look like that good.
They're small because they don't want you to spend time. There's I don't know if a king bed or a queen bed in the middle. Those 2 holes on the wall, bunk beds, and then one that kind of drops from the wall or something, pulls out. And they do look small. I don't know how. If you're, again, taking your whole family, how old they think the kids are going to be. And that's one of the things is there's not really a reason to stay in the room. They want you out. But if you don't want to be out because you're a Star Wars fan that just likes the movies, then you're screwed because then you're just sitting there in a corner with 20 people with their phones running around. Look at this, look at this. Come on, help us. No, dude, I just want to chill. Sometimes that's all I want. I don't want some stranger to come to me with Disney data pad saying, "Oh, we gotta go find this missing data chip card because whatever." It's like, dude, where's the pool? I'm sure Star Wars has pool somewhere. I just want to chill.
Yeah. So
thanks for being here.
One other thing, have you heard anything about the food? I heard the food
is great.
Yeah, I heard it was great, but
I heard one thing. I'll let you say something, then
Alberto, you can chip in on this. Like, I'm always skeptical with the food because there's like this stereotype in Puerto Rico, like people from the U.S. don't know good food. So
the first thing we say, this is no está el adobo, this needs sazón.
Yeah, so like people's like it's the best food in Disney World. I'm like, the food in Disney World is pretty terrible.
So the thing for me, I'm not the biggest foodie out there. I don't have this refined palate, so I don't eat a lot of food. Give me a hamburger, give me a steak, things like that. Rice. Okay, we're talking. Let's see what type of rice you have. Beans. I'm not gonna have all this. So even Galaxy Edge, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of weird things here that I don't eat, and it was fine. I think I had the Ronto wrap. Wasn't the Ronto. Whatever I had, it was okay. But then I have my freaking phone beeping. Oh, you gotta go buy your lightsaber. It's one of those things. I think it's the same thing in the Starcruiser. Everything is through that phone or that data pad over there. That if you don't do it now, you're missing it. So I had to scarf down whatever I was eating. I was gonna lose my place. And you don't want that if you're on a vacation that you spend $6,000. I want to do things at my pace, and that's why. No, sorry, you pay for this experience. You gotta go. And I think that's a mistake for it to be.
Do you have to wake up like at 7 a.m. or something?
Probably. I don't know, but they give you the schedule. It's like, here you go. You're gonna do everything. You gotta be on it.
This sounds way too stressful to be like a.
I think I heard that they say it's not a vacation. Don't think that you're coming to just chill. You're gonna be doing things, and that I think is a mistake to get families in there. If you get 5 Star Wars freaks, then let's divide it. But if not, I don't think it's worth it for a family like myself. Again, I'm just speaking for myself and my situation. They're not gonna enjoy this, and then I'm gonna be stuck. Do I go do Star Wars stuff or do I stay with my family? And maybe halfway through the day, I'm like, dude, my back. I'm old. My back was killing me walking a mile and a half to this 4-H young farm thing that I went this morning. If you see my pictures on Twitter and
It's
Instagram,
awesome.
cows and goats and pigs, I loved it. That's in my neighborhood. I walked like 15 minutes. Yeah, it sounds stressful, Norhal. You're right. I got a massage when I got home from a 15-minute walk. You imagine 48 hours running up and down with young kids dressed as Vader with lightsabers hitting you in your knee.
I really hope like they give you like 1,000 disclaimers before you buy it, because if not, I think like the amount of complaints to the Federal Trade Commission are gonna be like, flying out. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't
All
let
right.
me sleep. I couldn't enjoy my food.
Those Padawans out there with their lightsaber, they think they're Jedi Knights now because they block a few beams. But again, a few things. Tip of the hat to the cast and everyone involved with it. I know it's going to be, if we say stressful for us, imagine for them having to deal with crazy Star Wars fans. So that looks great. The design of the ship and everything inside looks great. So I'm not knocking anything of that. And again, if I had the opportunity that if they say, okay, round 2, we're getting some smaller podcasts out there. You want to come? Hey, I'm in Orlando. I'll drive down. You don't have to fly me. And I'll be a shill, whatever.
I'll pay for my plane. I don't care. I'll go.
Yeah. So I will do it.
I definitely want to go. I'm just like very skeptical of it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the price is gonna like drop off once the investment depreciates and people start like not going. So
yeah, I think they made a mistake. And again, I might be wrong. Maybe the numbers kind of are backing what they're doing and they're making buck. I think they're making a mistake by thinking that making this the first interactive experience that people will shell out this amount of money. Because when someone, I forget the name, an actual reporter out there kind of asked them, and they were like so much, and this is the first one. You can't do anything else. There's nothing else like this over there, kind of trying to validate that price point. It didn't sell me and just sounded more like you're going to pay it and you don't have any options. And I think that's a mistake instead of making it more affordable for everyone in some different version. And also making it so this is between The Last Jedi and
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
That's
which
weird
is
too.
Some of the complaints from Galaxy's Edge is just in this time point. Now you don't have Luke Skywalker, Vader, Chewbacca's there because of course Chewbacca, but there's no Kenobi. All of the other characters that we love are not there because it's in this small time period. I think doing this again, I can't believe they didn't kind of learn from that from Galaxy's Edge and did the same thing here.
I have the suspicion that they're gonna shift the timelines.
Yeah,
because I don't think it's a coincidence that both Batu and the what's it called, the Halcyon?
Halcyon.
The Halcyon is like appearing in different time spaces.
Yeah,
so
Halcyon is everywhere.
I could see them like in 5 years being like, "Hey, we're going original trilogy now," and you're like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, I mean, Halcyon is in the High Republic. Halcyon is now in that new Han Solo and Leia book that's coming. That's where they had their honeymoon. Obviously, it's in the sequel trilogy time period. So the Halcyon is everywhere. All right, so I think we talked enough about the Starcruiser. So if you guys, again, in the comments, just let us know what's North saying. Give me an experience hanging out with Dean and Grogu. Again, the two characters that everyone loves right now. Hardcore fans and brand new fans. Grogu and Din Djarin. They're not in the park. They're not in the cruiser. You imagine someone dressed as freaking Mando walking down Galaxy's Edge? It'll be mind-blowing. Carrying a little Grogu in a backpack.
I saw a video.
6,000.
I saw a video of like this little girl interacting with someone with like a puppet Grogu, but it was like electronic.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool. So, if this like random person could do it, like, what can Disney do?
Yeah. Well, apparently not that. But anyway, let's move on. But let us know in the comments what you think about the Galactic Starcruiser. If you have $6,000, would you go? Who knows? Maybe I'll go play some lottery after this. Maybe I get it. All right, so the second news of the day comes from which one? I don't know which one we're doing next. Oh, the return of Palpatine. Could Palpatine return for the Kenobi series, which has no trailer yet? We all thought it was coming Monday because I don't even remember what. Oh, because Kenobi had his Twitter account is there, it's locked. We had the under one today, but no trailer. Anyway, so in an interview, which I believe was from last year, we just got picked up last week with the Metro newspaper. Ian McDermott, better known as Emperor Palpatine, said that if Vader is back for the Kenobi series, why can't the Emperor be back at some point? And a lot of people took that almost as official news that Palpatine is gonna show up in the Kenobi series. They just jump like 20 paces. They don't care.
I read what he said, and nothing gave me any indication that he's gonna be in anything.
Dude, so I put this down as a news note because everyone talked about it. There's like 35 videos of this. And I read it this morning, like 2 hours ago, just to write this little paragraph. So I read what he actually said, like, this isn't a news story. He doesn't say anything. But it's here. Let's talk a little bit about it. Do you think we might see Palpatine in the Kenobi series? Do you want him to show up? Does it make sense? He's around, but I don't know.
Yeah. Quick thought. They all had a good idea prior topic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like dividing weeks and months depending on the theme in the park. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's Florida. I mean, there's 4 seasons. I know Florida doesn't change too much, but it's summer. Now we're in Tatooine and Jakku. It's winter. Let's go to Hoth or Alderaan or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, if Harry Potter has 2 parks, Star Wars can have 2 and then kind of... Anyway, Palpatine, will he be back in Kenobi? Or maybe something else. One of the others. We got Andor, we got Acolyte, whatever.
This is what I'll say. I don't think the interview was a hint at anything. Like, I think his comments were actually pretty clear. I didn't take any subtext or anything. I do think he's gonna be on the Kenobi show. However, I don't think if he shows up with a lightsaber and starts fighting.
Oh no! Yeah.
Okay. I kind of think it's gonna be like a very, very minor role. Maybe just because Palpatine and Vader have a very interesting relationship from Return of the Jedi all the way to Return of the Jedi. Like that time span, they have like basically like a Cold War between each other.
Yeah,
and like maybe seeing like Vader get the news that Kenobi's alive, he's out there, and maybe like lying to Palpatine and Palpatine being like, this guy's trying to fool me, like he doesn't know like I'm 1,000 steps ahead. So I think if done correctly, I think it could work, and it wouldn't feel like forced. Like he's around, he's the emperor, he's Darth Vader's boss. Like for me, it makes sense.
Yeah, forced. Because it's not forced, is that you? Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. I saw the interview or whatever he said again from 5 months ago, and now it got picked up. It would be fun if he's there. Maybe Vader just has a hologram talk with him for 2 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I'm saying. Or maybe like at the end of the show, like maybe there's a scene with each other, and he's like, "You failed."
Yeah, I'm trying to, because when A New Hope, Vader's talking to Tarkin and all the other guys about Kenobi, they're like, yeah, whatever. There's not everyone's that religion is there. You're the only thing that's left. So no one thinks that he's around. So what happened between now the Kenobi show and there? Did Palpatine know that Kenobi was still around and didn't do anything? But again, Palpatine knows everything. So maybe he's like, hey, whatever. He's just an old man over there. He's part of my plan.
But also remember, like, all of this like happened and everything, but like Palpatine's one of his like main jobs was to like suppress the existence of the Jedi. So like maybe he finds out Kenobi's out there and he's like, let's spin this. Like let's get rid of this news.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy out there. The HoloNet is easy to corrupt.
Yeah. So Norhal would prefer older Cody than Palpatine. Why not both?
Cody! We can just bring Cody so I can hate on him a little bit more.
Yeah, and Dale does not believe that Kenobi will not be.
Again,
He believes he will
also
not be
Cody.
in the. Yeah. I'll say it again. Why not both? And I won't get mad if Ian McDermott like shows up. Like he would think of whatever you think about Rise of Skywalker and his presence. He was great in that
Mhm.
movie. He was like one of his like best moments as Palpatine. I won't complain if he comes back and like has like 2 or 3 iconic lines.
Yeah, I mean, give me Palpatine as the Emperor talking to the Senate or something, trying to bring down the Senate,
Oh,
right? And you
that-
have Bail Organa there or something. Forget about Vader and Kenobi. Give me the Senate starting to bring that and crumble that down. That'll be a better,
that could
something
work.
better for it. Yeah.
That could really work.
All right, we said it. So Star Wars, better be. Cody.
I just want it to be like recorded. I think he's gonna be in the show,
All right.
and not because of his interview. I just think
Yeah, that interview has zero effect on this. We'll see. It's not that far.
You-
No trailer.
You know
Give me
what?
something.
If he's
What?
on the show, people are gonna like turn him into the new Tom Holland. Oh, he leaked it.
Yeah.
He did not leak anything.
No. Cody makes more sense. I've seen a lot of for years people say maybe that's the villain. Maybe it's Cody trying to finish the job because he messed it up. Cody was the easiest job ever.
I
And
can't
okay,
imagine
we
like
all.
being like a bounty hunter, like hunting down Kenobi.
What I don't want is for Cody to show up and now be redeemed. Oh, the chip. I'm sorry. I'm done with all the clones now being good guys after Order 66. I'm sorry, but we have the Bad Batch for that. I don't want Cody now to be, oh, let me turn the chip. Rex comes in, fixes the chip, and now they're all buddy again. No, give me Cody as the villain. If he's there, try to do the job. And I know, of course, get Tamura Morrison back just to show him what. I don't like your face.
No. It goes against what you're saying.
No, say it.
Like, just think about like the emotional like implications of this. Could you imagine like Rex and Cody with Kenobi fighting Darth Vader?
And the Inquisitors.
No, just Darth Vader. They
Just
have no
Vader.
emotional.
Oh, okay. Emotion.
Like at the end, like
And then
the two-
Cody dies because Vader kills him. Yes, now I'm on board. And kill
As
Rex
he's
too, because no.
as he's about to kill Rex, Cody jumps into the thing and dies.
All right, maybe. And I don't like Rex being at the end of Return of the Jedi. So yeah, no, he's in Rebel, so he can die.
No, he's alive. He's alive.
Yeah. All right, whatever. All right, Palpatine. We'll see if he's back. All right, so the next news topic, then this one, we'll go through this pretty quick. Not a lot, but we got new covers and new books this past week. A cover review for Kiersten White's Padawan, and for some info on Kristen Braver's The Art of Star Wars: The High Republic. So it was announced last year, 3 new books are coming. Padawan, that is this Qui-Gon and Kenobi story. Brotherhood, which is more Kenobi with Anakin. And I think it's Secrets of the Sith or Shadows of the Sith. I always get them mixed up.
Shadow of the Sith.
Shadow of the Sith with Luke, Lando, just before Rise of Skywalker and the sequel trilogy, all that stuff. That's really cool. And then this one, Padawan, we just saw the cover. Really like this cover. I'm interested in this book a little bit of those 3. I think this is the one that cost me the least. It's quite. I mean, Kenobi wants to be trained by Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's kind of busy doing his stuff, so Kenobi's like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to go on this mission to this other planet, meets a bunch of kids who are Force sensitive or are not Jedi, and then starts to doubt his place in the Jedi Order and if this is the life for him. Interested in the book, and did you like this cover?
Yeah, it's Obi-Wan
Ah.
Kenobi. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much like to it, but yeah, I'm excited for the book. Like Kenobi's my favorite character, so I will take literally any like story that pertains to him. I'm not a huge like Legends fan of the things I've read, but I will be buying and reading like the Legends Kenobi book, which is
Yeah.
getting like a reprint. So I'll take any Kenobi we can get, and this one's aimed to a younger audience, but so was Leia, Princess of Alderaan, and that book was great. So,
Yeah, it's one of the best. Claudia
yeah.
Gray, of course.
Oh yeah. So I'm totally
Um,
on board with this.
yeah. I don't care if it's skewed to a younger audience. Most of my favorite Star Wars books are YA. It doesn't matter. I'm kind of in between with all those three books for everything High Republic. Am I getting everything? So this is the one that kind of falls to the bottom just because of the time, what the story is about. I'm a little bit more interested in Brotherhood, which has Anakin, Kenobi plus Asajj Ventress, and whatever happened on Katon and Modi is gonna be explained here. But I do like this cover. The cover for Brotherhood, the other one, it's just a copy paste from some promotional materials
Yeah.
of Attack of the Clones. I don't like them. I like this one. So we'll see. Maybe when it comes out, I'll get it anyway. And then, of course, we got not a cover, but the art of we all love. All those books. The Mandalorian season 2 just came out or is coming out, and they got revealed finally that the High Republic is getting this concept art book. I think we talked about this with our friend Roberto a few weeks ago with the Mando one or Book of Boba Fett. Are you excited to finally have some High Republic material concept art?
I'm very excited for this one. I can't remember who tweeted it out like a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. And it was just like this Amazon posting. It said Star Wars: The High Republic, art of something, and it had no description. I pre-ordered it. Like, yeah, I don't know I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know. I pre-ordered it. Like, yes, give it to me. Because the little images they've like slowly like rolled out have been like very useful to like fill in the book when you're reading. So I can't wait to see like many of these ideas like in the book. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see things we haven't seen. Like,
Yes.
do they have like a concept of no space or of the Valo festival? I don't know. So it'll be very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting because this is concept art for novels and comics. It's not like for movies that we see the final product because they're trying to design what everything's going to look like. So it's going to be very interesting to see this process kind of just went through. And like we talked weeks ago, because I said I wasn't too interested in the Mando one because we seen concept art at the end of each episode. But one of the most interesting thing about these concept books, it gives you the story of how they come up with everything that we see in the shows and now, of course, with the books. So I'm very interested to see how the story progress for phase 1 of the High Republic, how they came up with all their ideas, why they decided to go with the Leveler, now known as the Nameless, Marquis on Row, no space, more info on the designs of the ship, of the path drives, and all that stuff.
And
Yeah.
I want to see like more Nile ships because we got like one or two we've gotten like, but because they're like so viscerally described in the book, like I want to like see them, like how they like every detail of them.
Yeah, and I want to see every lightsaber hilt because every lightsaber is different in Harry Potter. I want to see everything and just the progression of all of them. So this is one that I will definitely be getting.
And to what you were mentioning, like it's rare because this is a publishing initiative, but I think like based on the scope, they kind of need these concept arts because there's like a very clear uniformity to it. Every time we're in Starlight Beacon, like it's described in the book as it's seen in the comics, and each of the books describes it the same way. So I kind of think they really needed like these references to like make it all feel like the same story.
So I think that's coming out in July, maybe. I'm not sure, before phase 2 starts, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And then Padawan is also coming in the next couple of months. So
when I pre-ordered it, I think it said like October, but again, that was like a while back. And I'm in control now. Alberto can't say anything to what I'm about to say. Oh, he's muted. So, yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi, I'm back.
There he is.
But I didn't charge my microphone, which was a mistake, and my headphone is connected to my microphone, so halfway through my sentence, I just heard nothing. So,
okay.
Now I'm just using the computer microphone, so hopefully the quality is more or less the same.
You sound basically the same.
All right, maybe my regular microphone doesn't work and I always use that.
No, it has a little bit more echo, but it's fine.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna, because we talked about the Batman before, I'll highlight this again. Norhal saying Kenobi and Asajj Ventress give me Batman and Catwoman vibes. Yeah, we need that. All right, so let's go to our final news story, which I think we talked about this at some point when she came back, but where is it? I didn't put it. All right, that's fine. We don't need an image for it. I have this one. So Rogue Squadron, it was, let me just, looks like X-Wings will be flying again in 2023. The image was supposed to come out, and then I'll talk over it. But anyway, last week Disney released its upcoming slate of movies that are coming out in the next couple of years, and Rogue Squadron is still scheduled for December 22, 2023. So that's a year and 10 months from now. Hasn't started shooting as far as I know. No pre-production, no news, no cast, nothing. This is a movie that 3 months ago supposedly was delayed. A month later, no, it's back because Patty Jenkins is not doing Cleopatra. Yes, coming out in December of next year. There's nothing. Is this movie coming out next year, Oti? Or are we just too hopeful?
I don't think so. I kind of have like this mental image of Disney publishing that thing and Kathleen Kennedy being like, Bob, we talked about this. It's not coming out next December. So unless it's like an hour and a half long movie with limited like CGI, I don't think this movie is gonna come out on that date. And Disney releases this list like every year. Things move around, like it's fine. So I wouldn't really put much stock into it.
All right.
Yeah.
I found it. Rogue Squadron coming out 2023. I didn't download it into StreamYard. It wasn't there. It's my fault. So yeah, it's this type of movie take over 2 years to do everything from pre-production, production, and post. It's so weird that this movie is supposedly coming out in 21 months when nothing has been. I don't think this is coming unless, and then no, say what you're gonna say.
It has to do what you're saying, like unless like this movie somehow starts recording before summer, and they have to be like somewhere in pre-production, like so I don't know. It's if we suddenly get in May, like in Celebration, maybe like Kathleen Kennedy goes like, hey, we're already recording the movie, and we get a video of Patty Jenkins on the set, and she's like, hey guys, I couldn't be here because I'm on the set. Then yes, then it's gonna be tight, but they can do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm unless working in that volume is a game changer and they can shoot in half the time. But then not always, but recently I've been saying that the shooting on the volume seems a little bit small in scope when you see sometimes some of the shots in Mando and Book of Boba Fett. But again, what do I know? I know nothing. No Howley saying something. Rogue Squadron says there's going to be the Gambit movie of Star Wars. Still waiting like 20 years for Gambit.
Yeah. So I would ask everyone to like hold off till Celebration. I think so. We're gonna get some clarity.
Yes. Maybe we'll get the Kenobi trailer in Celebration after the first episode drops.
Yeah, and also like Disney releases these things like basically as placeholders, like letting other studios know, like, hey, don't release a movie that time because we're taking over. Yeah. So I wouldn't put much stock into this.
All right, and again, we talked about it at one point. I think when Rogue Squadron was kind of So March 9th is Investor Day. Daily saying maybe we'll hear something not too far away. So again, I don't know. It's that thing with Star Wars, that marketing thing that they're doing.
Mystery box.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about it. I gotta convince myself that this is the way. It's here. It's in my hat now. Yep. That this is the way that they do their advertising. So I just have to live with it. And if they think it's working for them, then whatever. So we'll find out at Celebration. Maybe next week in Investors Day, but we need something. Maybe the Kenobi trailer. Give me
I,
Kenobi trailer. Forget about Rogue Squadron.
I
But
don't think we'll get the Kenobi trailer at Investor Day.
what's that? That's next Tuesday or something. But I don't know because they just put things out. The Boba Fett trailers were dropped on some weird Monday or something. Just hey, it's 10 in the morning. Here you go, Boba Fett trailer.
Yeah.
Make it
It,
something. Don't just
yeah.
hope for people to catch it on Twitter. The Star Wars fan are not just on Twitter. I know we talked about it a lot, but
I'm gonna make a pause on this. I've been thinking about this a lot because I know we have different views, and I kind of think, and this is one thing they do have going for them. They're not. I don't think they're like so interested in promoting when the show premieres. I think they're more invested for that finale, because once the show comes up, the once the show comes out, the marketing like
Mhm.
picks up,
yeah,
and they start doing the posters. They start doing like mini trailers for the episode, and then mini
Mhm.
trailers for the next episode. So I kind of think their end game is that finale, not the premiere.
all right, which is wrong, but that's me. But I'll say when when Disney Plus said, okay, our new shows are not dropping on Friday, they're gonna drop on Wednesday. Everybody lose their mind. This is dumb. Why are you doing on Wednesday? It has to be Friday. Friday was Star Wars Day. Do Marvel Wednesday, Star Wars, whatever. I think that it's worked for them 100% to do the episodes on Wednesday. And I blame their marketing for other stuff, but I say this worked brilliant because when Mandalorian season 1 and 2 were coming out and Bad Batch, I think Bad Batch was also on Fridays and Clone Wars. The talk about them was Friday when it dropped, Saturday were because Friday is when people usually do their podcasts and their YouTube shows are usually Friday, Saturday. So those people were already doing their shows, were talking about it. Freaks woke up at 6 in the morning or stayed up till at 3 in the morning, watch it. Didn't talk too much about from doing their freaking reaction videos, messing it up for everyone. Then Saturday came along, people did their podcasts or special shows, and then Sunday, some people started talking about spoilers, and then Monday they dropped the posters, spoilers abound, but then people shut up about it, and everyone said, "Oh, I gotta wait till Friday." A whole week, nothing. Dropping on Wednesday, people are doing special shows, just covering Boba Fett on Wednesday and Thursday. Then the Friday and Saturday crowd, like myself, come in are talking about it. Then spoilers start on Sunday. Then you get your poster on Monday, and then you only have to wait 2 days for the next episode. So people are talking more about it. So even though I think their marketing for promoting shows is the wrong way, like you said, once the show drop, they're doing great about it, and dropping it on a Wednesday has people talking for a longer period than if it was just on Friday. So at least that worked out for them. But give us a trailer, man. It's and I know we say it, we're gonna watch it anyway. Don't give me anything. Promotion and marketing is not for us. It's for the people across that wall in my house that don't live on Twitter and don't breathe Star Wars 24/7. It's for the other fans or people that just want to watch something on Disney Plus to get them. Because I can ask my wife, "What's the next Star Wars show?" Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, what's really? There's something else. Kenobi is coming out in 2 months. I didn't know. Where's the trailer? That's what I would like to know. That's my rant. Someday I'll make a full show just about marketing. And then, anyway, 77 days. Like they
77.
listen. Man, it's close. We'll love it when it comes out. Anyway, that's it for Road Squadron. That's it for other news topic. Is there any news out there, Oti, that I forgot to mention that you want to talk about, or we think we covered most of it?
I think we covered most of it. Yeah, it's been slow.
Yeah.
It's been slow lately. So I can't wait for anything to happen because and I kind of like it when it's slow. Also, like there's peace and
There
balance.
is. It is. Sometimes you need that little break. Like we just said, the Star Cruiser. We don't want someone on our face 24/7 selling us Star Wars. Let's take a
Because
little backseat.
because we want the trailer to drop, but once it drops, we have to brace for all the Can you believe they gave Kenobi a black shirt? The show is woke. Like,
Yeah.
no way. Like,
Why is invaded on the trailer? This is not the show that they promised us, even though they didn't promise anything. My fan theory says that Cody's coming and Vader's gonna kill him when Rex is gonna be struck down. It didn't happen.
why isn't the trailer the show?
Yeah. Where's Mando and Grogu? Grogu's alive. Kenobi's the one that saved them from Order 66, even though he wasn't on the whatever. Anyway, so that's our show for today. Thank you, Otis, as always. Thank you to Norhal, Dale, Mo, everyone else that was out there in the chat or listening in. Thank you as always. Oti, thanks for being here last minute. Enjoy the Batman, but where can people find you?
People can find me at the theater watching the Batman. No, you can find me over at Instagram and Twitter at EP Star Wars, whatever it says like down here. Just like, and I think Alberto leaves the link down below.
Link.
You know what to do. Just yeah.
All right. So, again, thank you, Oti, for being here. I don't know when we'll get you back. We'll get you back eventually. Next week we have our friend Hannah Waddle back with us. We're gonna be doing spoiler reviews for Midnight Horizon, High Republic book from Daniel Jose Older, one of the great.
Read it.
Oh, dude, you got 1 week before you come back, so you can read. No, it's a great book. In terms of Star Wars book, I think it's the best Star Wars book in terms. It gives you everything that you want from Star Wars.
Really?
There's action, lightsabers, masters doubting their place on the order, new Padawans finding their way after all these battles. There's romance, Nile. It's funny. It's everything you want in Star Wars.
I really can't wait, but I was starting to feel that burnout with the book, so I'm waiting a little bit. But yeah, I'll read it for sure.
Yeah, for myself, it's a great follow-up to Fallen Star, because Fallen Star is so heavy. This book, I think, is one of the funniest Star Wars books. So I think it has that levity of it.
Okay.
So we'll do that next week. Again, make sure to help out with the Amidala Initiative for Equality Texas. Again, the link for there is down there at the bottom, at the description of this video. Or just search for them on Twitter at the Amidala Initiative, and it will get you to their. Right. So, and for me, again, at Radio Rel Pod on Twitter and Instagram, Radio Rebellion Podcast.wordpress.com for all our reviews. Just posted earlier this week a review for Mission to Disaster from Justina Ireland, the middle grade book of the High Republic, kind of finishing off phase 1, man. Phase 1 is over. But all right, guys, thank you as always. Stay safe, be safe, and may the Force be with you.